What's up, everybody? Hey, man, I figured I'd just go ahead and just add a little update on what I've been doing. Well, I'm on my way back to the East Coast right now. Shit. I'm on a mission to make a little money, stack a little money. So I've been staying kind of busy. I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna do a turn to burn. Excuse me. And then I'm gonna come right back out. I think, anyway. I might go to the Midwest and then come out. I don't really know. But last Tuesday, I think it was, when I left. I think it's Tuesday. Anyway, I got a load going out to Salt Lake City, and that load paid $3,200, man. It seemed the rates are starting to drop a little bit. I've done pretty good on that Salt Lake City, but I went to Salt Lake because none of the loads I could talk to anybody about on the California side. They just wasn't coming out the pocket. But I got that load to Salt Lake for $3,200, and I think it come up like $1.62, $1.63 a mile from Chattanooga. And then Salt Lake didn't really have anything popping. Everybody, all my buddies, like, man, I can't believe you went to Salt Lake. And shit, I'm like, man, I always got good loads coming out of Salt Lake. I always got good shit coming out. But man, I guess I should have just left. Well, this is like my luck ran out, and I got to Salt Lake, and there wasn't shit popping. I mean, they was like, CH didn't have not even but one load listed. It was going to Oregon. XPO had 2 load listed, and they was going to Washington. I wasn't trying to go to Washington. Coyote had a load or 2. TQL had a load or 2. Landstar had a load or 2. But they wasn't really a big variety of loads. So instead of sitting around waiting on the next day, I said, hell with it. It's Thursday. No, never mind. I delivered Thursday, late Thursday, and there wasn't nothing. So I figured I'd get a load Friday, and I got up Friday, and there wasn't really nothing popping. So I was like, man, I usually like to get a load to keep me occupied over the weekend. But I was like, all right, well, cool. Let's go ahead and snatch this load up, and I'm gonna get down to California, and I'm gonna chill for a minute, get a reset, and shit, I got to do some shit I'm not accustomed to. But I grabbed a load going from Salt Lake down to Newark, California. It's right at the south side of the Bay Area, and it's a little over 700 miles. The load ain't paying like $750. Man, them loads ain't going into Cali, ain't paying shit. It's about like being in Seattle. You go down to Cali, you're gonna get $1 a mile. It's just how it is, man. That's just the market. So I told my broker at CH, I was like, hey man, go ahead and put me on that load. I said, I'm gonna go out there and get a reset, get a break. And what's transpired over the next 3 days is some shit that I'm not used to. And that is, I had 700 miles to do with damn near 4 days. So let's say Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, damn near 4 days. But say 3 days to be there Monday morning. So I got to thinking, I was like, what am I going to do? So I went to Sap Brothers right there in Salt Lake City. If you ever in Salt Lake City and looking for a bite to eat, man, go to Sap Brothers. Go and check out that little diner, man. They got some damn good. I think day one I tried it out. They had what was that? Chicken fried steak. It's like country fried steak. Skillet. Oh my God, you talk about good. That shit was good. I mean, that shit right there is going to help give a heart attack, but that shit was good. And then I got up the next morning. I left out the next morning, and I went in there and got some biscuits and gravy. Man, they got good biscuits and gravy. They brought out that biscuits and gravy. I got 2 eggs, some bacon, and some hash browns. She threw in the hash browns, and she said, "You didn't want hash browns, did you?" I said, "No, but I will eat them." She said, "All right, I'm sorry about that." And I was like, "No worry, no worry. I like hash browns." I took those damn eggs and diced them up, threw them over the biscuits and gravy. Oh God, when I got done eating, I was like, man, I don't even know. I think I might just wait till Sunday to leave. Anyway, I didn't. I went in and got down the road, and I got into Mill City, Nevada, at the TA. I was like, this seems like a good spot. It's a halfway point. It's like 350 miles. I shut down, got up the next day, and thought, man, what I'm gonna do today? It's Sunday. I thought, I hell with it. I'm gonna go on out and head down that way. And I had planned to get into Lodi at the Loves in California. From right there, you're like 50, 60 miles away, 70 miles away from my destination. But anybody knows if you get into the Bay Area, man, they ain't no truck stops, there ain't no parking. I mean, there's parking, you just gotta know where to get it, and I don't. But I do on Livermore. So as I was coming across Donner, I stopped up at the top, checked out my big rock or my big tree. Anybody coming across the Donner on the east or south side, I guess coming into Sac, the area where you take the chains off, and you see the signs that says all trucks must stop, check brakes. Yeah, that's not the chain place, it's the brake check place. All trucks must stop, check out your brakes. Anyway, if you'll go almost to the end of that, you come out of the tree line, there's one big ass pine tree, and there's a little trail going up there to it, and there's a big overlook. I mean, it's nice up there. But I always stop right there. I always stop right there because you can go up there to get pine cones, and I like to take the pine cones home and give them to people. But no shit, you get a pine cone look like a 2-liter bottle, motherfucker, that damn long, that big, like that. But you gotta get lucky because it seems like every time somebody stops there, they snatch them up. I mean, hence that's why I do it. But anyway, I always stop there. Anyway, I noticed something. That tree had just been, in the recent past, the last couple months or so, been hit by lightning. So there's a big strip going down the side of it. I was like, oh, hell no. Man, that's a big ass tree. So I'm sitting there thinking, man, I hope it don't die. Because usually a tree gets hit like that, after a year or so, they end up dying. So that'll be the end of the big mature pine cones, the big 2-liter pine cones. But anyway, I stopped there. Oh, let me back up. I got to Reno, and I stopped at exit 4 at Boomtown. And I was looking for a place to eat. This is what I'm not used to, guys. I'm not used to it. I stopped in Boomtown, went into Mel's Diner. If you ain't ever ate at Mel's Diner at Boomtown, exit 4, outside of Reno going to Cali, oh man, you need to stop. Plus there's a Cabela's there, out that exit. There's a big ass Cabela's. I ain't been in that Cabela's yet. Because I'm never trying to waste, not waste, but spend no money. I get in a store like Cabela's, Bass Pro Shop, I'm going to spend some money. So I haven't been in there, but I stopped at Mel's Diner. And I went in there, and after I got my food, I should have tried Mel's burger. World famous, it says. But anyway, I got me a ribeye, medium rare. They brought it to me about medium well, really. But medium rare ribeye with some fries and a side salad. And shit, they brought me extra. They put some steamed vegetables on it. Some mushrooms, and they brought me a big ass slice of sweet cornbread and a little slab of damn butter. So I sliced that cornbread open and I put that butter on in the middle of it because it was hot. And I was like, yep, I'm gonna let that sit there and melt. Oh my God, I could have made a meal out of that shit. Anyway, talk about good food, man. That food was on point. It was on point, and it was good food, man. It wasn't like Boomtown's not a truck stop. It used to be a truck stop there, but it's not a truck stop. Now it's just a casino, resort, family resort area. That I didn't gamble or nothing like that. I ain't got no winning in that. I never win at that, so I just don't do it. Maybe that's why I don't win, because I don't do it. Either way, I don't give up my money like that. But man, you pull in there, they got parking spaces, probably about 10, 15, 20 spots. You probably park a little more trucks in there. If you go in there, you'll see what I'm talking about. But man, it's a nice food. And I was talking to my buddy, my brother, and I was like, man, you need to stop here. And he said, dude, I've done stopped there like a handful of times. I told you about it. I said, oh yeah, you have. I remember now. I remember. But I told him, I said, I'm not used to this, man. And I was like, the whole time I've been owner operating, I said, I've been on strict schedule, get those miles, turn those miles over and over every day. I'm used to fast food and sandwiches and soup in the truck. I said, I'm not used to stopping, you know, and getting some damn good food here and there. And he said, no shit, man. He said, every time I talk to you, what are you doing? I'm looking for a buffet. I was like, nah, not a buffet. I don't like buffet food. I'm looking for a good place to get a bite to eat. So those last 3 days, man, Sap Brothers, damn good food. Mel's Diner at Boomtown, Nevada, exit 4, damn good food. And anyway, I got across there. Then I got on the top of Donner. Then I stopped, seen the tree got hit, and proceeded on down to Livermore, where I used to run with Roadrunner. And I parked right there. It's not Roadrunner property, but outside, right down the road from Roadrunner, where I used to park when we drove for Roadrunner. We'd park out there, get us some beer, lounge chairs and shit. We'd sit around, drink beer, get a reset. So I went to that old parking spot and chilled for the rest of the No, I got there Saturday. God damn, I can't keep up with my damn day. See, I ain't done shit. Anyway, chilled until Monday morning. And yesterday, I got up. I got about 9 o'clock. Hauled ass down towards Newark, California. Unloaded. And man, they put me in a damn hole. They got these signs, the red signs that says Dock 1 around the back. Anybody goes to Newark, California to Cargill Salt Company? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I had to follow the signs around the Dock 1, and I get back here and it's a damn, it's tight. You know, luckily I know how to back a truck, or know how to operate a truck in tight situations. But I got docked. Hold on, man, guys. I'm getting a little thirsty. Throat's getting a little dry. I got a little bit of water here. Need a refill. All right, maybe that'll hold me over. Anyway, by the time I got out of the door, I was on the load boards. I'm calling broker after broker. Man, they ain't nothing paying worth of shit coming out of California. And I'm looking at a load going to Miami, and I'm like, oh, I want to snatch that up. They usually pay. You can get about $1.50, $1.60 on that right there, on just a non-hot load. Hot load, you can get about $2 on that load. But I ain't trying to play that 3 o'clock game. You know what I'm saying? 3 or 4 o'clock at the end of the day, it's a little bit of a risk, but you're going to get a better rate at the end of the day. But, you know, this is morning. I'm just trying to secure a load to keep me rolling. I don't like gambling, so, like I said earlier, I like to secure a spot and go. This guy tried to put me on the damn Miami. All right. From Northern California. We're talking 3,000 miles. Won't give me $3,200. $3,200. I laughed at him. I was like, come on, dude. I got $3,200 to go 1,800 miles. I said, I can't do that. He said, well, that's all they're paying. And this guy's at TQL. If I remember correctly, his extension is 55580 or 580 or something like that. Anyway, dude is a fucking, I ain't gonna deal with him no more. Anytime I see that extension, no call. He's a damn leech. I'll tell you why, because TQL's got some good loads. But he ain't trying to come off the pocket with them. But anyway, he had another load going to Sterling, Virginia, up outside of DC. I said, all right, give me that load. He's trying to give me that load for like $2,900. I said, come on, dude, you been for real? He's like, man, that's just what they're paying right now. California's dropped. I was like, if they, you mean they dropped in the last week and a half? Come on now. I said, that load's been averaging $1.50, $1.60. And he's trying to give it to me for like $1.30. I finally told him, I said, listen, man, I said, on that Sterling, now this is on that Sterling. I said, if you can come up to $3,800, I said, I'll run that Sterling. He said, I don't know, I'd see what I can put together. I said, all right, well, if you can put something together, I said, give me a call. I said, $3,800 is my low deal on that one. So I got off the phone with him, and I ain't trying to wait on him because He ain't trying to deal. I keep looking. I see another load. Another load pops up going to Charleston, South Carolina. South Carolina. I said, shit, that probably ain't paying nothing, but let me go ahead and call about it. I called. It's a TQL loaded. Because let me tell you, CH ain't got shit going. Nobody's got nothing popping out of Northern Cal. And it's about, I don't know, 11, 12 o'clock by this time. So all the early morning rush has done been covered. I'm in midday. So it's not really a good time to be looking for a load. And this one pops up for Charleston, South Carolina, and I'm like, all right, let's see what they're talking about. And I hate dealing. I wasn't wanting to deal with that same guy, and I'm not gonna call him again. For one, he lies, and then he posts on there 4 separate loads, close proximities, but they're all the same load. He's just trying to flood the market, make it look like there's a lot of loads, but they ain't but one load. That's you can't believe that. That's a snake. Anyway, called this girl up, and different extension is a lady. Talked to her, and she started off the conversation right. She asked me, she said, we got to the negotiating on the money. She said, what are you going to need to pull this? And I told her, I said, look, I said, that load right there is about a $4,400 load. I said, what are you thinking? What are you trying to get out of this? And she came and she said, well, she said, I was thinking about 4. And I said, how about this? How about we just meet in the middle? And I said, I'll go ahead and lock onto that load, and you won't have to cover it. You can just move on to the next one and the next driver. And she said, how about 4150? I said, all right, we got a deal. Anyway, snatched up the load, and I think it comes to $1.52 a mile, which, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I make my money consistently on the miles, man, not the rate. You can play the day rate, but if you're going to play the day rate, you need to be in that market. Like the Midwest is the day rate. If you're in the Midwest, you can run 300-400 miles a day and knock out $1,000 a day. Well, I don't play that game. I play the long haul game. That where I want to still average $1,000 a day, but I'm doing it on the long haul. So I'm gonna put more miles on my truck, but at the same time, it's gonna be less wear on my truck because I'm not stopping and going. So I mean, there's different ways to approach your means of revenue on trucking, and this is the one I choose. It's the one I like. So anyway, $4,150 to go to Charleston, South Carolina. It's right at 2,800 miles, I think. 27, 28. Anyway, it's a long damn drive. Anyway, today is Monday, I think. No, Tuesday. So I've been gone a week now. I stayed out here in Cali an extra 3 days over the weekend. Going to Salt Lake City got me kind of messed up. But so when I get back, it's going to be a week and a half, and still going to turn over $8,100 in revenue. And it'd be a hell of a lot nicer if I didn't have that 3.5 days over the weekend. Learning what it's like to eat hot food and shit. I enjoy doing that shit, but I'd rather keep the wheels rolling. I like getting back home. Anyway, guys, I just want to give you a little update what I've been up to, and shit, just been hustling, man. I think I'm gonna go out to Charleston, South Carolina.